Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
25 years of Bleed American, so we'll have your chance. Your first chance of those tickets. We gave away a lot of these already. It's a week from today at Northerly Island. Sunny Day Real Estate. Get up, kids. A great night at Northerly Island. And we'll have those tickets for you coming up here in about 9 minutes. We'll start Ticket Puts Thursday.
Brian and Kenzie. The biggest story of the day.
Q101.
Now, this is an update from the biggest story a couple days ago involving the Florida principal who was suspended for a Fetty Wap yearbook quote controversy. Fetty
balls.
Let's give you the story that came from the news down there in Florida first to set up the situation, because you won't believe the update that's coming here in 2 minutes on this story. So here is all the facts of the case.
A St. Johns County principal put on administrative leave is speaking only to Action News Jax. Trout Creek Academy principal Katie O'Connell was put on leave May the 20th following an allegation of inappropriate conduct. This after a quote from a rapper, Fetty Wap, made it into the school's yearbook. Now she's lawyered up and giving her side of the story to Action News Jax' Casey Stone.
Yes, the quote was from Fetty Wap's song Trap Queen, and many parents say this was inappropriate. St. Johns County School District letters show Trout Creek Academy principal Katie O'Connell was placed on administrative leave on May 20th, citing an allegation of inappropriate conduct. Today, Action News Jax obtained additional district documents indicating a line from rapper Fetty Wap included in the school's 2026 yearbook was part of the investigation. The words come from the rapper's song Trap Queen. They read, "Everybody hating, we just call them fans, though." An email sent to the district HR department by a parent called the quote inappropriate and unprofessional coming from a school leader. But the district documents also include memos from the academy's yearbook teacher and assistant principal. Both say O'Connell was unaware of the quote, adding it wasn't in the yearbook at all when admin proofread it the day before submission. The assistant principal also noted that had the quote been present and for O'Connell to approve, she would have used her typical Miss O sign off, but instead the quote was signed Mrs. O'Connell. O'Connell told us she didn't even know about the quote until someone sent her screenshots from the Facebook group.
There were certain parents that went straight to the district or straight to the news or straight to Facebook. None of them even called me.
She's getting thrown under the...
By the way, this is her lawyer. This guy's incredible.
Straight to the district or straight to the news or straight to Facebook. None of them even called me.
She's getting thrown under the bus for something she was not responsible for.
Jack Webb is O'Connell's attorney. In the demand letter to the district, he claims that O'Connell was denied of due process.
If you go through the documents, you're going to find inconsistencies in the evidence that was presented to the school people, the school board people, in whatever the star chamber of an investigation that they conducted.
Yeah.
He also said that when
On
she
their
met
ass.
with the district,
was informed that if she wanted her counsel present, then she would be immediately suspended.
now they're demanding an immediate hearing.
Let's get to the bottom of this and let's figure out what happened.
For local coverage you can count on in St. Johns County, Casey Stone, Action News Jax.
So she was suspended. Her lawyer, you can't handle the truth.
On that ass. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Mrs. O.
Before we give you this update that's unbelievable, this update on this story, just to remind you what Trap Queen sounds like. Maybe we
Iconic.
get iconic song. This is what it is.
Hating ass parents.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna check.
And we just lost Kenzie. She's dancing down the hallway now. She ran out of the studio.
Cartwheeling really far. That's enough, Trap Queen. Thank you.
I listened to the end of
that? Shut the hell up.
Here's the end lyric. I missed it, actually. Hey. So, that's Trap Queen, in case you didn't know.
Iconic.
Brian and I learned what that was this week.
Yeah.
Why do you have to look in the mirror if you have a problem when you hear that song? Right?
Well, again.
Right? Up top.
Up top?
Up top?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
It's so amazing how fast Kenzie can flip the switch and become a different person.
Just a different human being entirely.
Maybe a young, maybe
I think
younger.
I'm always the same.
You've never said up top to me before.
What do you mean?
You turned into an alpha male all of a sudden.
Yeah. She's like, let's go. Let's do
I can't say
this.
up top, only guys can high five. Sexist piece of crap.
Sounds like you're ready to give us a noogie. I don't know who you turned into.
What I'm talking about. I'm trying to support my girl. This is a great song. Hating as parents. You can't handle anything.
Well, all it was, again, was over the lyric in that song. Everybody hating. I called them fans, though. Okay.
Yeah, so not an inappropriate line.
That's what we said. We were backing this teacher, this principal. I'm sorry. She's a principal. The investigation continues. However, the update on the story is she has been replaced. Now, she's replaced by an interim principal in the situation. Trout Creek Academy has named retired educator Dr. Patrick Carmichael.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's been on the up and up his whole life.
Well, let's not
Carmichael.
let's not smirch his name.
I'm sure he's a real meanie.
Patrick Carmichael. I'm sure he's been fair to women and all races for a
Oh
long
my
time.
God!
He's like 800 years old.
Let's not.
But somebody
besmirch
find
this
his
man.
Twitter immediately.
Oh my God.
Immediately.
Well, that's
find
your-
that Twitter. Pull
that's-
it.
You think this guy has Twitter?
Sounds like he was a principal when schools were segregated. That's what it sounds like. That's an old name.
Let's not besmirch his name.
How old is he?
I think it's besmirch.
What I say? Besmirch? I always just like besmirch, man. Besmirch.
So
He's saying it quick, like Worcestershire.
I have his bio.
Okay.
This is Dr. Patrick R. Carmichael from the North Florida Hospital. He practices family medicine.
Good guy.
What's he doing there? Is he a doctor or a principal?
Because you said Dr. Carmichael, right?
Yes, it is Dr. Carmichael.
Yeah.
Dr. Patrick Carmichael.
Yeah, this has got to be the guy. He practices family medicine in Gainesville. This has to be him.
Yeah.
Dr. Patrick Carmichael is a family medicine doctor in Gainesville, Florida, and is affiliated with HCA North Florida Hospital. He received his medical degree from the University of South Florida, yada, yada, yada. He has expertise in treating insomnia and sleep apnea, hypertension and high blood pressure, diabetes, among other conditions, and he seems like a pretty good guy.
Sounds like he saved a lot of lives.
I don't understand what he's doing as the principal.
Well, he must
He's
have had,
calling doctors?
I don't know, he must have had
Calling doctors.
some tie to
I'm confused.
He probably is an alumnus at Tout Creek Academy. Maybe he taught before at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But
And isn't it summer?
Well,
Do they need somebody to stand in right now?
Yeah, the school still has to make decisions.
yeah, I'm trying to see if there's more on the story about him specifically, but this doesn't. They seem to just say basically he's been put in there, and he's not the bad guy. They just need someone to fill the principal slot. The bad guys are the people who decide to keep her suspended and have already moving on in a way by putting him as interim principal. The investigation's not over, and to Kenzie's point, school's probably over right now. I think they can get along for a couple more weeks without a principal.
You know what's crazy? There's 2 Dr. Carmichaels in Florida. I found the wrong one.
Oh.
There's just no way that the guy doing... I can't get over that. There's no way he's like, sure, let me step aside.
Yeah, no, the guy they've got, this is Dr. Patrick Clay Carmichael.
You idiot.
And he has a bunch of experience in education. This makes more sense that he's the principal.
I mean, he's not going to cure
was
sleep
gonna say, I'm like,
apnea
there's-
for all the juniors there in class.
This makes more sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, does anyone... Like, why is he even... he sounds like a very qualified person, but not for this.
Yeah. And this guy's got a lot of good education qualifications.
Okay, where was he before?
He was a principal at Pedro Martinez High School. He is an award-winning educator who won the Brian Dazzler Award and the Adjunct Professor of the Year Award at the University of North Florida. We're really getting in the weeds of Florida public education today, aren't we?
Well, let's just say he's qualified and possibly even more qualified than Miss O. But she
This is just bullcrap.
She
a bunch
had-
of bullcrap.
Well, it is. But we all agree that it's bullcrap that she got pulled because of this Trap Queen lyric. To me, it sounds like they were trying to find a way to get rid of her, and they used this.
They had this guy fast.
well,
Right? Am I right?
He's on deck for sure.
Up top. No one's listening to me.
Up top. Am I
I'm
right?
trying to get you guys focused.
Let's go, bro.
They had him fast. It's almost like this whole thing was a plant. She never saw the quote, never saw it. It gets added in. She immediately, they reacted ridiculous to a quote that's not even inappropriate. Now they have this guy on the ready. Very fishy. Something's up.
I will say, when we talked about this story a few days ago, we had a lot of listeners check in and say, oh, maybe this was some sort of senior prank. And could you imagine being the kids that are responsible for planning the Fetty Wap quote in the yearbook? They never would have imagined that it would spiral into what has become, again, we're talking about Florida educators on a Chicago radio show. This story has spiraled out of control.
The dominoes fell.
The dominoes fell.
And here we are. This guy got a gig, a retired educator, by the way. They pulled him out of retirement. But again, I think they were looking for a reason, and they go, this is our way to get her out of here. I don't know why. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just saying there's some pettiness going on down there in that school, maybe.
Can I read a quote from Dr. Clay Carmichael's bio.
I'd love to.
And then
Is this
Kenzie,
the right one?
This is the right one.
Okay.
And Kenzie, you tell me if you still think he's a bad guy after this. Unrelated to whether we think the teacher or the principal with the Fetty Wap quote should have been suspended or not. You give me your honest thoughts on Dr. Clay Carmichael after this, okay?
And we have the Jimmy Eat World tickets coming in a second. It's 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Ticket Butts Thursday. I see you checking in from South Holland, waiting for it. Appreciate you listening and getting this update in South Holland, but that's coming up in seconds.
In 1 second. But Dr. Clay Carmichael said, quote, I'm a proud husband to my wonderful wife, Bridget, a retired teacher, and a devoted father to our 2 daughters. Rosie is currently attending the United States Naval Academy, and Birdie is a spirited 4th grader. I'm not going to say her school. Family and community are at the heart of everything I do, and I'm passionate about being part of a team that commits to making a positive impact on the lives of children. When I'm not in the classroom, you can find me reading, exercising, or traveling with my family. I believe in focused, positive, and purposeful leadership, and I strive to be a respectful listener while also being decisive in action.
Favorite artist, Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap.
Fired immediately. How could you?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 Ticket Blitz Thursday. The word is American. Text that to 312-967-8300 for your chance at Jimmy Eat World tickets till 9 o'clock. We'll give you a new keyword then. Reminder, tomorrow at this time, exactly tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Case's movie review every Friday. And we have a lot of new listeners here checking in. So if you don't know why we do that, a couple years ago, get a little tired of making movie references, in Case had only seen Norbit and Boys in the Hood up until that point.
That's right.
So you're wondering why you heard Raiders of the Lost Ark as a movie review. Shouldn't he have seen that? Well, he hadn't seen all these big movies out there, and we're still going 100-plus movies in of reviews of classic movies or ones that you recommend we get into. And Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's the 45th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So everybody, I got to believe there's not many out there that haven't seen it. It's just on TNT every other week, and it's just a movie that was so massive. But if you haven't seen it, or you want to get a little refresher, watch it tonight at some point. It's a great flick. And then you'll be ready for the review tomorrow from Case.
It's on Disney Plus. I'm going to watch it tonight. We'll talk about it at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I know nothing about it other than that Indiana Jones. This is where we get Indiana Jones from.
Indiana Jones, that's right.
Exciting. I'm from Indiana. So I like
It's
that.
not good.
I don't understand why that's funny.
You'll find out.
No relation.
Yeah, you'll find out.
So the 45th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark is actually next Friday. We're going to be a week early on this because next week we are hooking people up with awesome passes to a screening of an old movie that I'll reveal tomorrow. That'll be the movie review next Friday. So we have a giveaway tied in. If you are new here and you're wondering what movies I've done before, there is a full archive under the Cases Classic Movie Review podcast that can be found on Apple and on Spotify. Fight Club, Jaws, Heat, Karate Kid, The Goonies, which is the worst movie I've ever seen. All of those reviews live on that podcast feed. You can catch up there. And tomorrow, Raiders of the Lost Ark at 8 o'clock.
So make sure you watch it. Give yourself a little refresher for that review tomorrow at 8 o'clock with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it's time for Head to Headlines. Usually we do this Wednesdays at 8:20, but we got tied up in the cell phone ban for students K through 12 starting in 2027 in Illinois. We got in a long conversation about cell phones and the issue of that in schools, and also our own history with pagers and cell phones. That was yesterday. So we're getting to Head to Headlines today because we have to do it. We break down the funniest headlines of the week. There's hundreds of them. We narrow it down to 2, and then you decide by texting in what story we break down. You decide the content. And so let's get right to this week's headlines. Headline number 1. Pennsylvania man tried tearing down home with excavator after wife said marriage was over. Pretty big reaction there. I don't know how you have an excavator just handy also.
Oh, true.
I mean,
I didn't even think about that.
Well, I mean, did she say it's over and I'm keeping the house? Because it feels like maybe he could have gotten the house. And why would you do that?
Maybe she said I'm over and I'm keeping the excavator.
I would love to have an excavator.
I'd be pissed if my wife said that.
You could have, the house that's paid off and the cars. I'm taking the excavator.
Yeah, you take the kids and the house and everything. I'm taking the excavator. I don't think so. Toots.
Toots.
Yeah.
This headline comes from the 1940s.
No, she's more likely to get the excavator because you just ruined the house.
Yeah. Well, that's
She's
all.
got to get something.
These are all the questions that are involved with this story, which might make you intrigued enough to pick this one. Again, headline number one is Pennsylvania man tried tearing down. It says tried, by the way. Tried tearing down home with an excavator after wife said marriage was over.
Well, that might be harder than you think.
I don't think I could just jump in and do it.
I'm glad you know that.
But I think if I had a few minutes, I could figure it out.
I don't think you could handle an excavator.
Is there a key? Do you start like a car? Like, is it?
Brother.
Any of our construction people out there want to chime in? That's headline one, but don't answer until we get to headline two, which is a long one, by the way, and a lot of detail here. Headline two, the funniest headlines of the week. Neighbor from hell. Pensioner who threw dead moles into garden and used lawnmower to ruin dinner party faces jail after 15-year feud. That might be the whole story. There's so much there to unpack.
15 years? No one moved?
Again, a lot of questions with this one, too. Again, we'll read it one more time, because listen carefully. Headline two, neighbor from hell. Pensioner who threw dead moles into garden and used lawnmower to ruin dinner party faces jail after 15-year feud. You decide. You decide the content of the show at 312-967-8300. You choose headline one or headline two, and then we'll talk about it after Paramore. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Ticket Butts Thursday. Give you that keyword here coming up in a few minutes. But it is Head to Headlines now, which we usually do on Wednesdays, but bumped into today. 2 headlines. We've narrowed down of the hundreds of funniest headlines of the week. And boy, the voting on this was out of control. We will tell you the result and which story we're going to break down because you want it coming up in a second. First, headline number one was Pennsylvania man tried tearing down home with excavator after wife said marriage was over. Headline two was neighbor from hell. Pensioner who threw dead moles in the garden and used lawnmower to ruin dinner party faces jail after 15-year feud. Overwhelmingly, I haven't seen this many texts in a while, one-sided. It's headline two is the winner.
And you weren't anticipating that.
Was not.
You voted off screen. You're like, so we're probably going to do one. I think that one's better. And then all the twos came in.
That's true. And also, we had the audio news story ready to go for one.
And it's disappeared now.
It's disappeared.
It's gone.
Scrubbed from the internet. You'll never know who got the excavator or what happened to the house.
It's crazy. Now, Claire on the text line asked if we could go halvesies on each story, which I don't think anybody has ever asked before.
Yeah.
Not how this
Which
works,
half?
Claire. She wanted the juiciest parts from both. She wanted the best of both worlds.
How dare you?
We don't do that here.
Yeah, are you new here? Come on.
What is your problem?
We're going to make you unhappy slightly.
You know what? Hang tight. I'm going to have a meeting with you after the show. I want you to come over to NBC Tower. I'm going to talk to you about how this all works.
Claire and Vernon Hills, get in your car right now. Come to NBC Tower. Brian will have a word with you at 10 o'clock.
Very quick drive from Vernon Hills. Oh, what a hell drive that would be to get to NBC Tower. All right, so here we go. The winner was, you chose it overwhelmingly, almost 100-0. Neighbor from hell, pensioner who threw dead moles in the garden and used lawnmower to ruin dinner party, faces jail after 15-year feud. Here is the story. The neighbor cut a hole in the hedge to spy on them, loudly clattered the bins to wake them early in the morning, and even threw dead moles into the garden. That's the subheadline there. We get into the story. Zoe Hayes, 68 years old, left the machine running to annoy a married couple, Peter, 60, and Corinne Rotherham, 61, during a dinner party. Sounds mean already.
Mm-hmm.
The neighbors have feuded next door to each other for more than a decade in the picturesque community village of Urchfort, Wiltshire. This comes from England.
Yes, it's
Comes from England.
Just trying
I
to
like the explanation. Like, hold on.
Just trying to educate the audience here. And the winner of the campaign to protect rural England's Best Kept Village Award last year, where properties in the village can fetch up to £1.7 million.
Wow.
That's massive.
Hoity-toity.
How about it? Or cutie patootie.
Stop it.
Hayes was slapped with a restraining order in 2021 after she, quote, damaged a single sweet pea flower that belonged to the Rotherhams. A restraining order for one flower?
That seems like something Kenzie would do.
Well, okay. Maybe it's like an expensive flower. I don't know anything about that flower.
The sweet pea flower?
Yeah, that could be like a national treasure or something.
Kind of like Entangled, that one flower that brings, Fountain of Youth,
Exactly,
basically.
Brian.
Boy, it's good to watch 3-year-old movies.
There you go.
I haven't seen Tangled. What's the story with the flower?
It's Rapunzel. It's the Disney version of Rapunzel called Tangled.
Okay, I don't know anything about Rapunzel. What's the story with the flower?
Why don't you do that instead tomorrow instead of Raiders of the Lost
I'm
Ark?
doing Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's the story with the flower?
So the flower basically
important.
The flower can heal anything, and the girl that's when she's being born, it helps her mom. First off, her mom is sick in childbirth. They put the flower into. Well, you wanted to know. If they put it in this glass.
You got kind of annoying about it, to be honest.
Yeah. You said you want to know, and then you're like, oh.
Ugh.
She drinks the flower juice, and it makes the baby, who is Rapunzel, entangled. She can heal when she sings. Her hair glows, and it heals anything. A bullet wound, anything.
Wow.
Special flower.
Special flower, like this one here, the sweet pea flower.
The sweet pea flower did all that?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Kenzie was wondering if it does.
I think it could be a special flower.
Yeah. A restraining order in 2021. The couple described how she cut a hole in the hedge to spy on them, loudly clattered the bins to wake them up early in the morning, and even threw dead moles in their garden.
I want to see the hole in the hedge. How obvious was it? Like right in the middle. I gotta see it. It was her entire body. You could see. Could you imagine it was like a huge head and it was like a cutout for her fold-out chair? It's just like sitting in it.
She was subsequently ordered to do nothing that would pester the pair. Hayes has admitted to breaching the order 2 years later, receiving a suspended prison sentence, and now has confessed to doing so a second time. She won't stop. This woman won't stop pestering them.
To Kenzie's point, just move after some point.
Yeah, I would just not put up with this much. 15 years?
The neighborhood can't be that nice.
But 1.7 million pounds you get if you win this award in the neighborhood. There's only like a couple homes in this neighborhood.
I get that, but maybe just sell your house and pocket that money.
I mean, I guess it might be worth that. In July last year, the Rotherhams were hosting a dinner party for the first time in, quote, a number of years when Hayes switched her lawnmower on to deliberately frustrate and annoy her neighbors.
That's excellent.
That's definitely going all in and relentless.
She wanted to be invited. Maybe her feelings are just hurt. She's spying. She obviously wants to be over there. Maybe she accidentally tripped over the flower when looking through their windows, hoping to be invited. Do you think she's like one of those neighbors that's casually outside all the time? Like, oh, were you talking to me? Were you talking to me? You guys are doing something right now? You going inside a dinner party? Me? No, not me, them. I feel like she's just trying to be included.
Kenzie immediately taking the side of the aggressor
It's
here.
unbelievable.
I'm not. I'm just saying, doesn't she sound lonely? She's so lonely. She's like pretending she's at the dinner party, like fake conversation outside.
So I have a charming anecdote. Kenzie,
Don't believe what happened to me yesterday.
Kenzie hears about a woman who threw dead moles in someone's garden and ruined a dinner party with a lawnmower. And Kenzie goes, now she might have a point. Maybe let's hear
I'm
her.
not saying it's right. I'm saying I think she's lonely.
I'm taking
That's what
her
I'm saying.
side. Imagine
I
sitting,
didn't say it was okay. I said I think the origin is loneliness.
Imagine sitting down for a dinner. They bring out some caviar. Boy, do I have a menu plan for you guys. A dead mole flies over onto the table, and then the lawnmower goes.
15 years you haven't invited me over for dinner. 15. She's like, you just met them at work. How could you?
You gotta like tap your neighbor on the shoulder and be like, hey, is your neighbor spying on us through a shrub right now?
She's dressed for the dinner party in case she gets it. She's holding a bottle of wine. Like, I was walking by. I don't know.
Why does your neighbor have night vision goggles on? What are they looking at?
In the backyard playing music. We're having a good time.
So Mrs. Rotherham.
Sorry. Kenzie's the only person that could have found her as the
I
victim. It's
imagine
amazing.
I imagine her trying to make her neighbors jealous and throwing like the fake Home Alone party. She's moving like blow up dolls. I have friends too.
So this is the point of the party here. Mrs. Rotherham told the Daily Mail, it was a lovely evening and it was so warm we could sit outside. Most of the people there knew about her and knew what she was like. We weren't loud, but we were chatting. And we had some drinks and some tapas food. I'm sure Kenzie would have been that neighbor loving tapas. You got tapas over there? I'm coming over.
Just waiting for my invite.
And then she said,
Tapas outside. You guys are outside. Does that mean it's like a communal thing?
I'll walk through
we're doing it outside?
I'll just walk through the hole in my fence and grab some tapas
Hold
plates
on, let me
here.
climb to the shrub. Hold on.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Once again, we're back with Ticket Blitz Thursday. This hour, the word is American. Text that to 312-967-8300 for your chance to win Jimmy Eat World tickets for 25 years of Bleed American. A week from today at Northerly Island. And you get the Get Up Kids and Sunny Day Real Estate on that bill as well. A fun night. It's going to be in the 80s. A great time at Northerly Island. From our great friends at Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll have a new keyword at 9. So every hour today, all day long, when Lauren's in, when Brian Phillips is here, every hour, Jimmy Eat World tickets can be yours. Now, we're finishing up Head to Headlines, where the headline that won, the one that you chose, was the story about the woman that, here's the headline. The headline is, neighbor from hell, pensioner who threw dead moles into garden and used lawnmower to ruin dinner party faces jail after 15-year feud. Now, we talked about what happened where she started a lawnmower and the neighbor had a dinner party going on to upset her neighbors and her guests. She peeked through the fence. She threw dead moles over there and violated a restraining order. She also hurt some sweet pea flower.
And Kenzie sees her as the victim.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. There can be a reason someone acts a certain way, and it's not an excuse to act that way. It's just the reason they're doing it. And I think she's lonely and wants to be their friend.
Well,
They're having all these she's cutting holes in the shrubs to look at it. She's lonely.
Now, we talked about this neighborhood as like a contest where if your house wins, you get 1.7 million pounds. Pretty good payday there in England. And Case and Kenzie both brought up, well, why doesn't she just move if you don't like being there? Well, it turns out Raymond Tan, for the defense, said she is no longer living next to the neighbor. She moved out in January and is living in another place. The previous conviction came after she pleaded guilty to damage of the single sweet pea flower. So she still could face jail time for that.
See, it has to be a good flower. I'm telling you, this thing has to be protected.
I guess.
We got to look it up. There's no way. It's probably like the national flower or something.
They don't care about the lawnmower incident, it seems like. A sweet pea flower?
It does seem like they're more hung up on the flower than the lawnmower.
Something's going on with this damn flower.
Oh, wow, it's beautiful. It's like a purple and pink flower.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, it's beautiful.
It is really a beautiful flower. I don't know. Let's see if it's worth any money.
There's not like how baseball cards you can like look in Beckett and see how much they're worth. I don't think there's that thing for a flower.
So I just found something that said certain color changing specialty sweet pea flowers are considered rare. So they're like the rarity lies in the coloring. So they could have had a rare flower, which I would think if you could just go to, any plant nursery and buy another one, this wouldn't have escalated. It has to be one of the rare ones.
Now,
oh my God, it's my birth month flower. Who knew? I'm a sweet pea.
It's beautiful. And AI says while premium imported Japanese sweet pea flowers can cost around $400 in bulk bridal arrangements, the reality is most growers, while they're highly profitable, they demand intensive labor. So all the effort to raise these flowers, so that's why that woman was pissed off.
Yeah, so she put in a lot of effort. It was probably expensive. Could have been a rare color, all those things. This isn't, just like a little dandelion house plant. I don't think that's what they're fighting about. It's got to be something good.
Yeah.
So she finally moved because she's like, they're never going to invite me over. I've tried everything. So she moved.
I've tried peeking through the fence. I've tried throwing dead moles over there. I've tried starting a lawnmower when they have friends over. Yeah. She moved. So, and the lawyer went on to say, it's clear they don't get on. She was living there for 20 years, and they lived next to each other for 15, and they did not like each other. But, yeah, that's like a labor of love, that flower, it says. They're really hard to keep up. So I guess I get the sweet pea flower. So there you go. There's Head to Headlines. If you missed the beginning of it, remember it's on the podcast. The Brian and Kenzie podcast has every second of the show on it and more. So we started that around 8:20. It'll be this hour with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And coming up, music entertainment news. And 8 minutes away from another keyword for Jimmy Eat World tickets.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.